Music fills the air, echoing through the night.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Can you hear us now?
There's nobody in here yet, so we gotta wait except for Connor.
Connor, can you hear us?
There's Goodenzato. Hey Goodenzato, good to see you. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties with our the start of our show, so we had to start over. But
Hey Jesse.
can you hear us and see us fine? Okay, yeah. Jesse says it's better.
Sorry about that, everyone. It's been, a Wednesday.
Yeah. Feels like a Monday.
Reshare it. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Let's try this again, shall we?
Yeah, take two.
So we'll wait for a few more people to come in here, and then we'll.
There's
Hey, Mike.
Sharon. Sharon's back.
AI Mike.
AI Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, we got a few people.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in chat too, so on my phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome back, Jess.
Yeah. Welcome to O.C.S.T. Bigfoot and Stuff, episode number 5.
Woo-hoo.
I'm your host, Harold.
And Christy.
And this is Christy. Yeah. All right. Now we got the technical glitches out of the way.
Hopefully.
I was debating on what to start the show with. What subject? So I'm gonna dwell in a little bit into the spiritual side of things. At least my beliefs. Anyways, okay, back in 2012 when I had my first sighting, that wasn't the first weird things that had happened to me. Like when I think I've explained on here before, or on someone else's live, or in an interview. When I was 6 years old, I was living at my grandparents' house, and I had been bothered by evil spirits, demons, I should say. And it kind of opened the door, pardon the pun, but kind of opened the door to me being a little bit more aware of things happening that most people don't open up to, as far as things from the other side, the spiritual realm, demons and angels, and then it led to aliens. I didn't really have anything cryptid wise happening up until about 2012, which I was almost 30. Yeah. When I had my first cryptid sighting, which was a Bigfoot and a dogman-like creature. I'm not going to say it was exactly a dogman because it could have been a hybrid. It just, to me, looked like a, but we've discussed that in the past. Sometime after that, I had also had an incident where I was marked. And when I say marked, I, with the woman that I was dating at the time, I was staying the night over at her place because she would go to work and I would babysit the dogs. Well, we were both asleep in bed, and we started hearing something rustling around in her home. Well, her previous husband had passed away in an adjacent room in the home, and he was a pretty bad guy. Well, she had told me that he had been that he said that he was going to haunt her, and all that. So, and it came true because it was him doing the haunting. He was stuck in the house and he was just tormenting her. Well, we go to sleep, and I get awoken by footsteps by the bed because I'm a light sleeper. She can attest to this. I can wake up to the slightest sounds, but this spirit, you should say, was not happy with me being there, and he let her know by making loud noises around the home and all that. Well, I heard the noises. I tried to wake her up. She wouldn't wake up. So I'm laying there staring at the ceiling and then looking around to see if I see anything. And all of a sudden there's this imprints in the bed between us, coming up between us in the bed, like someone's crawling in it. So I jump up out of bed, and when I do, there's a loud growl in her ears, in her ear, and I heard it plain as day. It was a demonic growl, and she jumps up screaming. She runs to the bathroom, turns the light on, and I feel this stinging sensation on my leg. Well, I go to look down and see why it's stinging, and I've got a mark on my leg in the shape of Roman numeral 4. Now, if anybody knows what the Roman numeral 4 stands for in the Bible, you will find that it is part of the second coming of Jesus. Now, I'm not saying I'm saved. I'm not saying that I'm chosen. It's just this, whatever this was evil, and there was something there that was protecting me from it, because as soon as that happened, this evil entity left. Okay, so I had many episodes growing up from 6 years old with demons that haunted my grandparents' attic. And I was the only one, so I thought I was the only one that these things were happening to. Well, every single night when I go to bed, my bed, my dad made my bed, and my feet hung about yay far off the bed. I was probably about, I don't know, 3.5 feet at the most tall. So my bed was pretty short, but my ankles would hang over the edge, and when everybody else would fall asleep, my legs would get lifted up in the air, and there's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't fight it because when in the early stages, I would try to fight it and they would pin me down, and my legs would get lifted and then slam down on the end of the bed. And this was repeated every night. So every night for about 3 months.
Sorry. Blake's he'd be sleeping on a huge pile of salt.
Every night for about 3 months. Now, granted, remember, I was 6 years old. I had no idea what was going on at first, but then I started putting two and two together because I would see these things. These things would appear just before they would pick up my legs. They would appear. They were cloaked beings that were floating with no feet. They were floating in midair, and they would gather around and they would do these chanting and going around in circles around the light that we had in there. They would even do it out in the garage, and I thought I was the only one seeing this. Well, see, my grandparents were devout Jehovah's Witnesses, and they heard everything that was going on. They knew about the attic being haunted, and I found out the story much later after that about the man that offed himself in the attic, Confederate soldier, when he was surrounded by Union soldiers up in southern Iowa. And then my grandparents had the house moved from its original place to where the house was up until just after they passed away. But anyways, there was this wooden chest up in the attic that my grandma would keep locked, and she said none of us were allowed to go in it because of the contents, because she got that wooden chest that came with the house, and it was up there when they bought the house, and they were told who it was from. It was from the Confederate soldier, and he had his belongings in it. But she would put her quilts in that, and yeah, so whatever was around wasn't good, and it attached itself to whatever my grandma would put up in the attic, and then we slept in the attic. So yeah, but I would get nightmares nightly up there, the same ones over and over and over, of me out in a fishing boat with an old man, and all of a sudden there would be a shot ring out and everything would turn yellow and I'd wake up. Then one night I had what I thought was a dream, where, now this is funny, but yet it's not. I looked down at my arms, and my arms felt like they were actually shriveling up into my torso, and it felt like it too. So I got up out of bed and I walked over to my mom's side of her bed, and I'm trying to wake her up. I'm nudging on the bed and I'm like, Mom, wake up. Something's happening to me. And she wakes up and she looks at me like she's seen a ghost. Come to find out, she said that I was green. My skin color was green. My eyes were red. And I just didn't look like myself. But my arms weren't shriveling up into my torso like I thought they were. But turns out that they had possessed me to try to gain control of my spirit. Well, found that out through my grandparents, because my grandpa had done exorcisms. Well, because my grandpa was an elder and he practiced in ridding evil spirits. um,
Hey, you have a question
I
for
have a
AI
question.
Mike. AI Mike says, "Why do you think they were there?"
Why do I think they were there? Okay, yeah. Leading into that.
No, sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's a good question. And it's good timing. Well, um, the spirits were already there. They had been there from the beginning because just my grandparents didn't talk about it because they pretty much stayed upstairs in the attic and nobody would go up in the attic. Well, we had to move in with them because my dad was looking for work and he had to support 6 people. So we my grandparents told us we could move in there and stay there as long as we wanted. So we moved in. Well, like I said, I thought nobody was bothering. No, nobody was being bothered but me. But I was wrong. I'm an innocent child. My parents and grandparents kind of kept things from us kids to keep us innocent, so to speak. We didn't get to watch bad movies. We didn't get to watch much TV. We didn't get to read much material outside of the Bible and the Watchtower and Reader's Digest. But we were limited on that up until after all this happened to me, anyways. But um, and then one night I go to bed and I thought everything was good. I wasn't getting uh, bothered anymore because I'd gone to meetings with my grandparents, and that's a whole different spiel. But um, I'd have to say is I found God, and I was saved because through the grace of God. Well, um, although uh, one night I go to sleep and I wake up in the middle of the night. My vision's blurry, but I get up out of bed and I walk down the stairs, which these stairs are dark, dark. You can't see nothing but black. I go to walk down the stairs and up out of the stairwell comes Satan himself. Now, I say Satan himself because he identified himself as such, not speech, but by me asking him, "Are you Satan? Are you Lucifer?" And he he's wearing a cloak like the others did. He's wearing a grayish cloak, and he's floating with no feet. The only thing is his he's all black in here. You can't see anything except fiery red eyes, right? And he looks at me. He bends down towards me, looks at me, and his hands come out of his cloak. And he's got these long arms, and they're bluish gray, all a lot of hair, um, and then long, like that much longer than my finger, his fingers, and long, nasty, broken fingernails, and and
Sounds like a creep.
yeah. Well,
Sorry.
he doesn't speak to me. He doesn't speak to me one bit. He just uses his hands and his eyes and the way he moves his upper torso. Well, I'm asking him questions, and then I'm like, who are you, and are you this one? And he's like this, and then I said, well, what do you want from me? And all of a sudden he turns towards the stairwell and he points down into the stairs, like just his arm straight out though, and he points and he turns his head towards me. And I said, no, I'm not going. I'm not going with you. You can't force me to go. I'm not going. I know where you want me to go. And why don't you just go to hell? So
Ouch.
he stares at me, puts his arm down, stares at me, kind of tilts his head like this. And then I said, yeah. I said, as a matter of fact, I said, now I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube over this, but I said, as a matter of fact, one day, I hope that I get to off you. I said it in different words, but I said, hopefully one day God will allow me to have the honor, because I don't believe in you. I don't trust you. And I said, I have the power of Almighty God within me.
Woohoo.
And he's telling me now that you have to go. Well, this thing didn't want to take no for an answer. So my big sister comes out of the darkness, and he raises his hand up and he points towards her. But this thing of nails that my dad kept by the main post in the upstairs attic raises up in the air and starts floating around the room, and my little sister's chasing after it. And then he looks at me, Satan looks at me while he's pointing at her, and then he takes his other arm and hand and he points at the stairs. I said, no, you can't do this to me. You can't take me. That's not going to convince me to do anything for you. So then he takes his hand and he turns it, and the thing of nails turns upside down like it's going to fall on my sister. And I'm back in my bed, awake.
Jesse just said, I had a dream once where Satan approached me, wanting me to give him my daughter. He was a large, hideous-looking man beast, an expensive-looking suit. That's interesting. So.
Well, after that night, I completely opened up to my parents and my grandparents, because I had just opened up to my grandparents about, especially my grandpa. My grandpa had me studying the Bible with him, because he would do Bible study. Well, I learned the Bible backwards and forwards. I mean, it's just I was quoting things without even having to open the Bible. But that's thanks to my grandpa being a great teacher. But
it's always good to have a grandpa that's a good teacher.
Yeah. Now my grandma was just no nonsense. She didn't care what was coming around. She was, hey, there ain't nothing evil gonna stay in my house. I'm gonna chase it with a hickory switch. I don't care. But my experience with that, years later, through the years, I started seeing.
Sorry, Jim.
Yeah, I think I've dated one of his daughters too.
Wait.
Not you.
Oh, okay, good.
But no, over the years, as the years went by, I started seeing things, hearing things, especially in my preteen days, and then up into my young adult days. I would actually see the dead. I would hear them, see them, and they would congregate to me, and so much so that it was driving me crazy because I would be, and I'm not pulling anybody's leg. How you see the movie Ghost, where Whoopi Goldberg is constantly hearing these things talk to her, and she's talking back to him like, now I told you to wait, and I'm having to do stuff like that, like just shut up for a minute. I'm hearing this one, I'm hearing this one, I'm hearing this one. Take your time, take turns, things like that. Well, these things wanted me to figure out why they couldn't go to the other side. I tried to help some, but I didn't have all the answers. I just would tell them through my experiences what I believe what would happen, and help some of them. There was a lot of them that would return and be like, I'm still here, but it messed with me for quite a while. Then I kind of tuned myself out of it. I shut the voices down, ignored things, and then that's when things that led up to 2012. I started seeing. Well, my family started seeing things like aliens and UFOs and things like that. Just creepy things, and me myself, I would witness the lights going across the sky and orbs coming down. Yeah, still do to this day. But leading up to 2012, when I would go camping out in the woods, I would hear things like one time camping in Arkansas, me with my mom and dad and my little brother and sister. We're camping near the one of the Civil War battlegrounds at a KOA camp, and me and my brother are sitting up talking. We're looking up in the sky, watching for UFOs and whatever, and we hear what we agreed to later on that it was probably a banshee that was yelling out my name to begin with, my real name, which everybody knows me by, Harold, and then my nickname, which I go by
Pain in the
no, my nickname, which is Bud. I heard both from this female voice and her screams and all that, and I had already read all about that, and like, if you hear that happen, don't go in the woods. I wasn't budging off the top of our car. I'm like, no. Me and my brother are just sitting there laughing and like, looking at each other like, yeah, we heard that, but did anybody else? I don't think so. But yeah, well, it keeps happening. And then we heard the Confederate and Union soldiers gunshots. What?
We might be buffering.
We might be buffering.
Yeah.
Are we buffering to anybody?
Because you are for me. Hang on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
CRJ keeps dipping her toes in trouble.
Always.
But okay, leading up to 2012. 2012 was just 4 years after my dad had passed away. We were living at my brother's. Me and my mom were living at my little brother's, and I started hearing things and seeing things, messing with trees and bushes, and I put it off as okay, it's a spirit. This spirit doesn't, what's it gonna do to me? That hasn't already happened to me. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm going home. Just let me pass by and I'll go home. Well, that goes on for about 6 weeks while I'm walking to and from work. And then once I get have that happen to me for about 6 weeks, that's when I had my first sighting of Bigfoot. And weird things happen just before I ever see one, because or if we hear one, or if there's one in the area, I'll know, because I just have that connection. It's kind of hard for non-believers to believe. It's kind of hard for some believers to believe that you can have that kind of connection. There is a spiritual connection with these beings. They can be just as spiritual as a human being, because I believe they're part human anyways. The connection I've had with them, not just connected up here, but visually stimulated, visually or audibly stimulated, just the same things you would have with someone else that is I would say spiritually enlightened, going into probably the talk of like the third eye thing. I'm not saying I'm connected that way, but it's just I have the same connection with Bigfoot that I do with spirits.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Post the link so I can spam the chat with the link.
Okay. Let me get this link put up here so y'all can,
so we can talk.
Join in if you want to.
So we can talk.
Okay, the link's posted in the chat.
Yay.
If anybody wants to come up and talk, you're more than welcome to.
No, not me. Not me.
Not you.
CBB did that. Anyway.
Is AI Mike still in the chat?
Yeah, I think so. He asked another question, but I think you answered it. AI Mike, if you're in the chat still, did he answer all your questions? I tried to stop him, but hi, CJ.
Because
hello, everybody. How's it going?
Because I know, AI Mike, I know you. I knew you've talked in depth about the spiritual side of it.
Or Jesse.
Arcane, you're more than welcome to come up and talk about it. I know you're connection to the paranormal, so
Aw. Yes, do what Sharon says, you knuckleheads. Oh, wait.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button
and leave comments.
Leave comments and share, and hit that notification bell.
We had some new people, I wanted to say. Now, let me find the people first. But we had some new people, so welcome in. Boss Monster, Luana's in here. Hi, Luana.
Yeah, Luana was on here last week.
Dean was in here a little bit ago. I don't know if he's still in. Sharon with 2 R's. Hi, how you doing,
Hey,
sweetheart?
Sharon.
Who else? I saw some other people, but they were new. So welcome in. Wrong.
Oh, Mike's sick, so he probably won't want to come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Get
in
well
and
soon,
out.
Mike.
Yeah, get well soon. Darn. We hope you feel better. Oh, speaking of that, I want to put a shout out to all the people in LA, California.
Yeah.
Prayers going out to them. Those winds, those fires. It has to be devastating for all those people out there.
Yeah, and it's nowhere near over.
And yeah, and I believe it's going to get worse before it gets better. So praying for the firefighters and the people and the rescue people and everyone affected out there. Our prayers are going out to them. Hey, Deep Waters, nice to see you.
Yeah. Deepwater says, I think Bigfoot is Esau, Jacob's twin brother. Well,
Esau? That's interesting.
Well, there's more than one Bigfoot, so yeah. There's more than one type of Bigfoot also. So there's I do believe that they have descended from pre-flood, from the pre-flood giants. I do believe so. I do believe that they have a spiritual side. They have certain these quote unquote powers that
Genesis 25.
that the human beings have become unaccustomed to. I do believe that they have a way to travel interdimensionally. I do believe that. I've seen the portal for myself. I do believe that they have the power to heal. I do believe that they have the capability to cloak. I do believe that they have the capability to appear in one place and be in another. I do believe that they have the ability to not only mimic the human voice, but actually speak it, understand it. They have their own language. They have their own alphabet. Everything's derived from the ancient world. They still believe in the old ways. I believe all that. My Native American side, I believe all that. I've done the studying on that. I've done the research. I practice the beliefs. So I just don't get the opportunity to get out as much these days with health problems and financial. It's just a lot of stuff going on. So, but we do plan on getting out.
Ramona's in. Hi, Ramona.
Hi, Ramona.
Tansi?
Ramona.
Yeah, I'm going to learn that. Believe me. I'm just really a little buffering. Oh, truck.
Yeah, it's a little buffering.
Sorry,
we had
guys.
major problems in the
Okay.
beginning
So,
on here.
wait. So our power surge, our power protectors
Yeah.
popped right before. So getting everything ready, it was it's a Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
It kicked me out. I had everything ready to go, and then I got kicked out, and I had to load everything back up. And then once I loaded everything back up, it was like seconds behind. So that's why I had to restart the program.
So we're sorry, everybody. We'll get it better. This is our 5th thing, so I promise better. But yes, prayers for Heidi Pop out there in California. And then Sharon, guy's friend. Hang on, don't shoot me here. Brown Dwarf, I believe. Did I say it right? So prayers for them. Yes, most definitely. Prayers for the people out in California.
Yeah. Anybody wants to come up and join us in the studio, you're more than welcome to. We're on here every Wednesday from 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Ramona, how close is it to you, hon? Are you evacuating, or are you good? But most definitely prayers going out there, man.
Yeah. Prayers to you and yours.
I know living in Oklahoma, the wildfires can be crazy here. I can't imagine living out in California and having the Santa Ana winds blowing 1,000 miles an hour, and I can't. So prayers.
Yeah.
Heartfelt.
Yes, Brown Dwarf.
Okay. I just want to make sure I did it right. 2 hours. Okay. No, that's 2 hours away. Okay.
2 hours away.
2 hours away is still close enough to make your heart jump a little bit.
Yeah.
But so how was your guys' day? I know the weather's being really hinky.
Anybody getting snow yet?
Besides Blazer. Don't answer that question.
Yeah, besides Blazer.
Can't even watch it. Oh yeah.
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 Blazer. Yeah.
You know I'm teasing with you, buddy. You said you're going to send that snow to us. We don't want it.
Yeah.
Friends, man, moved to California in the early 80s. The first month they were there, they got burned out of their apartment building.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah, we were lucky when me and my family, we stayed there in Pine Valley, California. We didn't have any wildfires then. We lucked out.
Deepwater says, "Hi, I have to water my chickens 3 times a day because the water keeps freezing." Not sure where you're at there, Deepwaters. Have you ever heard of heat tape put around the chicken's feed water bowl? If that's a possibility.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's no fun messing with freezing temperature and the water outside freezing for your animals and the water inside freezing for you. So
Arcane says, got snow Sunday into Monday. I got snowed
Jesse,
in.
you
Couldn't
can
get
keep
to
it
work.
up there in Wisconsin.
Blazer says Amazon has a heated water bowl for $11.
Oh, see, that's even better.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I had to drive up the mountain to open our warehouse for all the creatures. Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
Heat what? Oh, I guess in Minnesota, you put heat tape around your pipes so they don't freeze in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
That's just an option if they have that where you're located.
Yeah.
That you can buy. It's like a plastic, or not plastic, but it's like a tape substance that has like you can plug it in so your water pipes don't freeze.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for the advice.
Yeah. When you lived in Minnesota for 20 years, you kind of learned some things about cold weather, even though I don't want that weather here.
Yeah, you learn not to go outside for a while.
Right? That wouldn't work.
Get everything prepared before winter comes in so you don't have to step outside.
That doesn't work. Because if you have to go to work and you drive and stuff, you have to go to work.
Yeah, you have to go to work. Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Hey, Ron. How's Maine? over 110 inches of snow on the average of Aroostook, Maine. I'm Winters. Had frozen pipes yesterday. That stinks.
Hey, Scott B, how
Hey,
you
Scott
doing?
B, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Okay.
If I missed anybody in the chat,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
sorry. All these difficulties we've been having today kind of got everything all mixed up. So if I missed you in the chat and didn't say hi. Good to see you.
Yeah, we are glad everyone is here.
Yeah.
So we got the weather issue out,
Yep.
and prayers sent to California and the West Coast. So, or West Coast. West Coast. Sorry, my brain just went stupid for a second.
Got anything to drink?
Yes, I have some water. You want some water, babe? Hopefully there's some water in there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I get for buying little sodas. But I'm supposed to drink as little soda as possible. So.
Oh, got some good news today. Had my cardiologist appointment, and I'm down 6 pounds since last time I saw him. And he's impressed with all my numbers, and he's happy that I've lost a little bit of weight, and I don't have to see him for another year. Still working on my blood pressure though, but it's a work in progress.
I had my doctor's appointment day before
yesterday,
and I lost 11 pounds. Woohoo! I'm
mad at him, and his blood pressure was like perfect. And I just wanted to do this. No. No, I'm teasing. I'm very happy that he's doing much better too. Okay, what now?
Yeah. Yeah. Jim says, great news.
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, one day at a time, very mindset.
Yep, one day at a time.
I know God's got this too, so hey,
Yeah, those of you that are still young,
enjoy it.
Start living the one day at a time way, because when you get older, every day counts.
I don't know, Jess. It's sickening.
Every day counts. Just remember that. Every single one of us, remember that. Every single day counts, because you're not guaranteed the next.
Oh, thank you, Scott B. Yes, most definitely. Listen to Scott.
Mm-hmm.
But enjoy life. Yes.
Enjoy life.
Most definitely. You know the song "Live Like You're Dying" by Tim McGraw? That's the...
If you get to wake up in the morning, give your
glory.
thanks.
Yep.
And enjoy your day.
I don't know, Jess. I don't know why guys lose weight faster than women. It's not fair.
You know how many years it's taken me to, like, this 11 pounds I lost? I'll probably gain it back within 2 weeks.
No, you won't, because we're doing this. Anyway. But, yeah, it's cutting out a lot of stuff that I love. And it's very hard. I'm not going to lie to you. So, like not drinking soda and not having so much chocolate and... giving him a slap up the head. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. No.
And Scott B is right. Once you hit 40, for me it was 45. I felt really good up till I was 45. Then I started feeling old.
Hi, Deepwater. Oh, I said hi to you, right? Earlier? Yes, yep. But we're glad you're here. Nice for you to be here in North Carolina. Hey, Jim, you got a friend.
Yep. You got a friend.
No singing, you get in trouble. Not saying that you can.
I just did a little bit.
Chocolate or soda? Chocolate soda? Oh, sorry, I have to say this.
Soda.
Blazer, I used to be called the Papa Chocoholic.
Mm-hmm. No. Yoo-hoo.
Yes.
Yoo-hoos.
What? Yoo-hoos?
Yoo-hoos.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, Papa Chocoholic. And the only way I thought I was getting water is in the ice put in my soda.
12 degrees in Kentucky tonight.
Stubby, keep it there. Oh, wait. What's the temperature here? I don't know. Had chocolate
Cake in Ohio. Oh my God.
chocolate Coke.
Chocolate Coke? Oh, Coke.
In Ohio. Oh my goodness.
Chocolate
Yes.
Coke.
Life change, but it's worth it, especially when you have the
I'm missing
support
out.
of each other. Hey, May. Nice to see you. Welcome in.
Good to see you, May. May, if you missed it, we've been talking about spiritual connections and Bigfoot and chocolate Coke and
the weather
The
and
weather.
prayers for California
Yeah. and just enjoying each other's company on a Wednesday night.
Hey, Skylar. I'm not exactly sure what the temperature in Oklahoma is right now. Your nephew's in.
Yeah. Hey, Skylar. Had any other exciting
It's Satan in the stairs.
what?
Blazer and
Oh,
Satan
yeah.
in the stairs.
And Satan in the stairs.
Louisiana?
But yeah, Skylar, the picture you showed me the other day of that footprint, that was pretty interesting. Like I said to Skylar, anybody that goes out and takes pictures, if you of Bigfoot evidence like footprints, make sure when you take the picture, make sure you lay something down next to the footprint that has a size to it, a notable size. Like this right here wouldn't you want to have like a ruler
Your foot.
a tape measure or your foot, just as long as you don't ruin the footprint that's next to it. Something that shows a significant size so that if it's a large print, then people will be able to tell. You can do even like a pencil. Lay a pencil, because everybody knows the average length of a pencil, a number 2 pencil. So if you have one that's not been sharpened, you lay it down next to the print and it'll give an approximate size.
Good night, Ramona. Have a blessed one. Hi.
Yeah. Good night, Ramona.
Blessings to your great granddaughter.
Always good to see you. Always good to hear from you.
Oh, got a question in the chat too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Can moosemen climb a tree? Deep Waters wants to know.
What was the question
Can
again?
mooseman
climb
a tree?
I don't know that.
That's a good question.
I have never seen a moose man. It's the first I've heard of moose man.
Mooseman can uproot a tree, LOL, says Riley.
Yeah, if they have the moose horns, I would definitely.
I've never seen a moose man, so
No.
I've heard Sasquatch and Bigfoot are different, but how different are they really?
I know there's deer men and deer women. I've never heard of moose man. I've heard of the otter man.
That's weird. Sorry. He hangs out with Rocky.
He hangs out with Rocky.
Okay. Skylar also asks, so I've heard Sasquatch and Bigfoot are different, but how different are they really?
Okay, Sasquatch and Bigfoot. Well, and in actuality, Bigfoot is Sasquatch and vice versa. Bigfoot is an American name nickname given to Sasquatch. Back after the Patterson Gimlin film was introduced, and they got Bigfoot prints. Somebody appeared in the paper claiming that it was a creature with big feet. So that's when the nickname took a hold. Before that, he was known mainly as Sasquatch, Yeti, Sabe, you name it. The different Indian tribes have different names for the creature. But yeah, Sasquatch and Bigfoot are the exact same creature. There's just different variations of the creature in different parts of the world.
Yeah, it says Deepwater.
Yeah, Skookum.
Deepwater says not just different tribe and regions make them look different. Question mark.
Right. Not just different tribes and regions make them look different. They have slightly different mixes of DNA. You have some that have come up as being a creature with human DNA, some with like deer DNA, some with wolf DNA. They apparently have the ability to mix their DNA with multiple species, which either could be by divine intervention or by human scientific intervention. In other words, lab rats.
El Chupacabra, Connor said.
Yeah, the chupacabra is a whole different species. It's a whole different animal.
50 different names for something that doesn't exist. Blazer?
Oh, believe me, Blazer, they exist. I mean, believe me, anybody out there that doesn't believe in Bigfoot, you're fooling yourself.
Easy now.
Sorry to say, but you're fooling yourself.
Easy now.
You're not opening your mind, you're not opening your eyes, your ears.
Sarcasm. I know we're giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
But there's people that we know that watch this show that are the biggest skeptic. So besides, this is just for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, entertainment purposes only. But let me tell you how entertaining I found Bigfoot when I first met this thing.
Are we
9 feet tall? 9 feet tall, standing about 5 feet away from me, and then the dog man creature standing right next to me, almost rubbing elbows with it. Yeah, I wasn't daydreaming. I wasn't having a nightmare. I was wide awake at 11:30 at night. My brother was awake in his living room on his computer. I told him I was going outside to look at the moon and take pictures. Well, my phone died. So I just went outside by myself looking at the moon. Smelled skunk.
Ew. If someone
10 seconds later, 9 foot tall, hairy,
ugly,
smelly, nasty, dogman like creature, and then a beautiful Bigfoot standing right next to him.
You want to post the link again, my love? Since I can't copy and paste it.
So people can say I'm crazy.
He is. But wait, does that mean I'm crazy too?
All I have to say is prove it.
That I'm crazy?
That I'm crazy.
Oh. Yeah.
So am I. I'm not a skeptic.
I challenge.
Oh my gosh. Always start an investigation with a skeptic mind. It helps in reaching the right conclusion. Also, no one walked out of the trees, ripped my granddad's salt lick out of the ground, roared and at us, threw it, and walked back into the trees.
Yeah.
Had one. I'm sorry, I had one. He had one. Laser did.
Mhm. Yeah. The skeptic side of me would ask, well, was it wearing overalls? Was it wearing wearing a straw hat? And some worn out boots?
Oh my gosh.
Or was it hairy from head to toe and smelled like a dead animal? Because you can tell the difference.
Okay, Skylar, he's got me laughing. I wonder how far Bigfoot could throw a football. That would be cool to know.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to gift him a football and ask him to throw it.
And Jim, I'm always dipping my toes in it.
That would be something to see.
Yeah. Well,
Of course, Bigfoot might just pick up the ball and go. But yeah.
Wow. So Bigfoot and Dogman do interact. Yes, they do.
No smell, red, white fur, Blazer says. How far away were you, Blazer, from it?
Always trust your kids when they say they saw something outside.
Because trust me,
demons are 100% real.
Because trust me, if you're right up next to it, you can smell it.
And Scott B, you're 100% true.
Yeah. Yep.
About 50 feet.
About 50 feet. Yeah, that's far enough away to not get a smell, especially if the wind is blowing away from you. But when you're standing right next to it and there's no wind, it's bad.
Riley goes, Wendigos just want to make friends.
Yeah, Wendigo.
He loves humans, excuse me.
Yeah, he loves the taste of them.
Okay, now I'm freaked out. Okay, what's the difference between
human tastes good?
Wendigo and a Bigfoot?
The difference between them.
Are they the same?
No.
Is it it?
It's a creature.
See, I don't know.
That is, I would fear it more than I would a Bigfoot.
Okay, that's good to know.
Wendigo is not a cryptid. It's more of a spiritual. It's kind of a mixture of both because they appear in the flesh. They appear in the flesh. They bleed.
It's more like a spirit. Okay.
Yeah, it's more like a spirit, but they do appear in the flesh and they do bleed.
Okay.
So
Jim's being silly. Could you imagine never an empty seat in a stadium when a Bigfoot quarterback?
Never an empty seat in the stadium when a Bigfoot quarterbacks. Yeah, it'd be like
Moose.
Yeah,
Okay,
it'd be like my ex-teammate in junior high, Moose. We called him Moose. 6'8", 13 years old. Yeah, we called him Moose for a reason.
He was a big boy.
Yeah.
Or it could be like CJ and 6'1" and about that size when he was 15.
Yeah.
And he actually never played football. I was sad. He did try out for the team.
I told CJ that I want to do some parody commercials of O.C.S.T. with him wearing a Bigfoot outfit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania movie, Bigfoot play soccer. Yeah, I'm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm reading chat. So in my phone.
Sharon's still trying to get her granddaughter to sleep.
Oh.
She woke up.
Darn it.
Okay.
Sorry.
We gotta be quiet.
Just imagine being on the other team and getting tackled by a Bigfoot. Thank you.
Jim says it sounds like my buddy Beef.
Yeah.
Big guy, huh? Bigfoot,
Bigfoot
rugby.
Lord.
No, I want to see Bigfoot play basketball. I want to see him take on Shaq.
And I was gonna say, isn't it kind of like shit?
I want to see him take on Shaq.
Wait, White Man can jump? Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Yeah.
Okay, how about Mosley? Mosley?
Yeah, Bigfoot take on Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah,
There we go.
that'd
That
be
would be
fun.
something.
Here's this little guy against this 9-foot Bigfoot. White Squatch can't jump. Oh my gosh, just took a really big turn. Squirrel.
Trans Sasquatch sports, no fair. Yeah. Riley says, I wonder how good Bigfoot tastes. Ew. I'm sorry, but that would be like cannibalism. Knowing that there's Bigfoot out there that have human DNA. Yeah.
Welcome in, Savage Lee. We're just talking about Bigfoot and craziness.
Yeah.
Pretending that they're football players and basketball players.
Beef on a full-size Electroglide looked like me on a tricycle. I don't want it. I don't want that image.
We are so glad that you're here.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Savage Lee?
Yeah. Where are you from, Savagely? It's good to see you.
Do you have any Bigfoot in your area?
Do you have any Bigfoot? Do you have any Dogmen? Do you have anything like Deer Man, Deer Woman, Pig Man, Moose Man?
Is there such thing as a moose man? That's how
I
this
don't know.
conversation
That's the
got
first I've heard of
started.
Moose Man, but apparently somebody's heard something about Moose Man. I'm gonna have to research that. Have you heard of the cryptid named Connor?
Where are you reading?
No, I'm asking that question.
Oh, don't do
Yeah.
that to me.
He lives in
Connor.
he lives in the room next to us.
Oh my goodness, you guys,
Uh,
you're picking on CJ.
Floating head thing.
Floating head thing.
Has anybody heard of the Oklahoma octopus?
What are you doing to me?
I am not a cryptid. I am elusive, but I'm not a cryptid.
Oh my gosh, you guys. See, this is what happens. I'm surrounded by guys all the time.
That would take a really big.
Kiowa County, Oklahoma. Oh, well, hey, Okie friend.
Hey,
No large game of any sort. Hasn't seen cougar or bobcats even in 10 years now. I've heard of moose humanoid before, not the first time. Jesse says.
yeah, Riley, we got specter moose. People claim to have seen it shapeshift into a moose man. Okay.
Interesting. I know, Scott. He's crazy. My son.
How about one-eyed chicken?
John!
That's my brother.
Hey,
No
bud.
one-eyed chicken.
How are you? How's Texas? A Scottish man walks into a bar. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to finish it.
Uh-huh.
In Canada, he notices there is an animal head hanging on the wall and asks the bartender, "What is it?" A moose. A moose, replied the bartender. Damn, how big are the cats in there? Oh my gosh, why did I even?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I agree, Scott. John, you're not right.
Chilly here, we're going to rain.
I had to grow up with that. John says it's chilly here, going to rain.
Yes.
It's chilly here, going to snow.
No. He wants snow to hopefully get a print. I don't want snow because I have to drive in it.
Yeah, Riley's right. He says moose unalives more people up here than bear. That is a true statistic.
Yep.
Actually, they are more. They have more opportunity to more opportunity to be around people than bears will usually not be seen out in the streets so much as a moose would. Bears usually like to not be seen. They try to sneak. They do. They try to sneak. Unless they're really, really hungry, then they're not going to care. But
Savagely goes, I hear all about cryptids. People think it's be cute. It is to be cute. I think it'd be fight for survival against an invasive species. Yikes.
yeah. Skylar asks, what would happen if you were to try to keep Bigfoot as a pet or a roommate? Well,
you better have a decent sized bed, reinforcement. Have you ever watched Harry and the Hendersons?
in reality, you wouldn't be able to do that because somebody would freak out and call the cops, and then you'd have news crews, you'd have military, you'd have the Men in Black, all the above, and it wouldn't be good.
Scotty goes, Skylar, you would stink.
Yeah, couch will stink, John says.
Oh my goodness. And Connor, it's Uncle John. He has to bring up football.
Yeah, Luana. Google sightings, especially in your area. Everybody should be aware of sightings in their area, especially.
Oh, so was it not today? Yesterday, we Harold had his doctor's appointment in Oklahoma City, and on the way home, first we had to stop at Walmart, which was so much fun, and then on the way home we drove the back way and to our house from Oklahoma City, and I was like, "See, babe, there's different ways we can get home," but I was trying to show him, the wooded areas around and about the Guthrie area and Western Edmond area, and but yeah, so he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go there. Ooh, I'm gonna go there. Ooh, did you see that?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm sitting here driving. No, I didn't see it." But anyway, so yeah, I was getting him more noticeable.
I saw
places to.
I saw a trail. I saw a trail today that I hadn't noticed it before, just off the highway, near a high school. So I'm gonna be going there before you know it. A nice little off to the side trail goes down a creek.
Okay, John asked, do you think Bigfoot was a Yeti clan that crossed over the land bridge in the BC days? ?
The Bigfoot and Yeti are slightly different. I do believe that they're like we have cousins. I do believe that they're kin. I believe they're related. As you know, that goes back to the different species. Well, Yeti had to mix with something else to create this creature. Plus, them having possible connections to other giants, I believe, that they had mixed mixed species, and then I believe the Sasquatch probably got driven away by not just Yeti, but humans. And I, I I believe that they are the actual discoverers of North America, because they came back and told the humans, the natives there, about the Americas, and then they took some back with them, and that's where we get the origins of the native people in America.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yep.
Savagely goes, I hear horrible things of moose. Lord watch over us. Fuzzy Canadians. Them fuzzy Canadians. No, they are leaders sign away. Their rights to self-protection. Moose are nightmare creatures to poor people.
Mhm.
And then Skylar goes, Walmart is fun until I end up buying too much fishing stuff. Then I cry. We got Bigfoot, Kiowa movement, and Wendigo stories up here in Maine from Riley.
Mhm.
Night all. Are you leaving Savagely? Good night. It was good to see you.
Yeah. Good night, Savagely. Good to see you. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah.
Come back on Wednesday night.
Yep.
At
Every
8
Wednesday.
PM Central.
Every Wednesday.
And then of course Arcane and Connor and probably John are in there talking about football.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Packer fans slip on. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. Riley is right. The Wendigos associated with cannibalism. They are a spiritual creature. They just aren't good to be around. You don't want to draw the attention of one. It's not a good thing. It's not good juju's.
Bigfoot could wear. Imagine if Bigfoot could wear shoes. He does. It's a size 15. I'm waiting to hear Connor's reaction. Oh, he's not on there. Oh, okay. Good night, Jesse. Much love to you.
Yeah. Good to see you, Jesse. Take care. Yeah. Yeah, he's right. If you see Wendigo, yeah, it's not a good thing.
Go back to May's question. May had a question for you.
May says, "Have you seen the Dog Man? What's that about?" I have seen what appeared to be a dog man, like standing right next to me. The head of a wolf and the body of a Bigfoot. Didn't have paws. It had hands and feet with regular nails. They were just overgrown nails, and they were all cracked up and dirty and nasty. It had the head of a wolf. Instead of having the ears here, and instead of them being human-like, they were more up here, and they were straight up and facing like that. The ears themselves were about 1.5 feet tall. And it had its mouth open with the tongue hanging out, and it had canines and drooling all over the place, and glowing reddish, orange, and yellow eyes with pupils in those eyes, but I could barely make them out. stunk to high heaven. It was dirty from digging and stuff. It was an albino one. It was white and it had pink skin with black blotches on the skin. It was about 7 feet tall, standing right next to a Bigfoot that was 9 feet tall, copper colored female. So yeah, I have seen a dogman like creature. We have also gotten pictures. I got a picture of a coal black dogman from about 200 yards away. Had a good camera.
Okay, so there's like another question there. Ron says, what's your opinion on dogman? Is it flesh and blood or something supernatural or a combination of both? And then why are they her? I believe May is asking you why you said that he was with her. I don't know if May knows your full story.
May, when I say he was with her, the dogman like creature was a male. I saw the genitalia. The Bigfoot was a female. She had female breasts and female genitalia. And what was the other question again?
Sorry. Riley goes, what's your opinion on dogman? Is it flesh or blood or something supernatural or a combination of both?
I would say a combination of both, just like Bigfoot. Just like the Bigfoot. They are a creature that has derived from something same as Bigfoot, from the age of the giants before the floods. They are a biblical creature. There's a difference between dogman and dog people. Dog people are the ones that are mentioned in the Bible. Dog men are more of a I don't want to say demonic, but they are known to be meat eaters. They're known to attack. They're known to be aggressive. They do appear and disappear just the same as Bigfoot, Sasquatch. There has been more evidence showing that they run with the Sasquatch. So if you want to hear more about that, Josh Joyner of Squatch Topic PA has a clan of Bigfoot and dogmen that run together. If you look him up on YouTube, you can learn more about that from him. He goes fully in depth in his research on that. He's been doing it for about 12 years.
Sorry, May, that was my bad.
What?
I read it wrong. She says not her, here.
Oh, here? Yeah.
So, yeah. Are Bigfoot and dogmen friends or foe?
They have their skirmishes just like humans do with other species, interspecies, also humans fighting humans. Every kind of creature out there has mortal enemies. Every kind of creature out there has frenemies. So some of them run together and some of them unalive each other.
Sorry, Sean, you are not. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my god. You're welcome. May. I hope we're answering your. I hope he's answering your questions for you, hon.
Did anyone watch last?
They're also talking about Elvis.
Yeah.
Today is the anniversary of his passing.
Yeah, today's the anniversary of. Well,
it's his birthday. Excuse me, it's his birthday, and he'd be 90 years old.
Yep.
No, let that sink in. Oh my god! Stand up.
He either is 90 or would be, depending on what you believe. But yeah. Luana says, did anyone watch last Bigfoot episodes where their evidence turned out part of wolf DNA only habitat was an Alaskan, part human, as well as other DNA that thought was Bigfoot or orangutan or human? The problem with these shows on the networks is most of them are fake. They have real researchers that sold themselves for $1, and they say anything, do anything the producers tell them to. So take their evidence and information with a grain of salt. That's my opinion.
She said that we're a hoot. Woohoo! Hoot! No.
So if you're watching these cable network shows about Bigfoot, be careful, because it's, I don't want to be political, but it's like listening to a Trump speech.
Oh, don't. You just opened a can of worms that we don't want to get into. Exploiting Bigfoot. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the Thing Ranch? I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. That show. That place is real. The place is real. Some of the people that are on the show actually do care for the place, have cared for the place, have owned the place, have done research in the place, but still, it's a network TV show.
Scott goes, Finding Bigfoot should be called Never Finding Bigfoot, my opinion.
Yeah, Finding Bigfoot is, oh, we found him, but we didn't take a picture of him. Oh, we tracked him to this field, and then he decided to shut our cameras down, which does happen, by the way. It does happen. But to the extent where they say, yeah, we're on the trail, we're going to have him in our sights, just keep watching till the end, and then at the end, we found his DNA, we're going to have it tested, and then it comes back, it's a wolf.
Hey, May, go out and come back in. I'm not sure why it's doing that. We've been having issues all night. Sorry about that, sweetheart.
Yeah, go out of the chat and come back in.
Yeah, hopefully
that might
help
fix
you.
it. But I do have to put a disclaimer here that it's for entertainment purposes only. When you're watching a show, you have to pay attention to the evidence. You have to pay attention to what the people that are starring on these shows, their backgrounds. Do they do anything besides being on the show? Besides making appearances for the show? Do they have any background in research where they can back up their claims? Do they go out and actually do boots on the ground research when they're not filming the show? Most of them don't because they're contractually obligated to the show. They're not allowed to practice anything outside the show unless it has the name on it. So, yeah.
Riley goes, I'm open to everything, question everything, believe nothing. Politics divides and disappear in the woods. Sorry.
Yeah, there's nothing political out in the woods until the army shows up.
Have you ever heard about the Melba Ketchum DNA thing? Was it real?
Melba Ketchum, yeah.
Yeah, it's the one right above that.
Melba Ketchum is a real scientist. She does do DNA testing. A lot of her research has been with credible people. Some of her dealings with people have been a little questionable, but for the most part, her findings have been agreed to be pretty spot on. So she doesn't get too involved with a lot of these shows. She does more. She's a person that goes in the lab. She's in the lab. She does lab work. She does work a lot with other scientists that deal with apes and real animals,
right?
To try to get some kind of connection with the cryptid world.
Riley again asks, have you read the book It's at the Pentagon? I'm not going to say the word.
Yeah. We don't say that word. We call them it's, because if you speak the word, if you speak the name of those things, they tend to find you.
But I'm not sure if there's a book, but no, probably no, I have not read it. I don't know if you have read it, but no, I have not.
No, I haven't read it.
Not sure if I
need to.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I've dealt with those things out here, so yeah, they're not something you want to. They're not something you want to come across. Believe me. They're not something you want to call. Don't whistle when you're in the woods, because you're calling them, and they can track you by your whistle. As soon as you whistle, they know exactly where you're at, and they find you.
There's a theory it's military related, and there are underground bases under the ranch.
Who finds you if you speak the word? Yeah, I'm not going to say the word. They're called its. Those skin things. They're called its.
Yeah.
Good try, though.
Ow. Sorry.
Good try, May.
Goodness, my leg is cramped up.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got
20 minutes. You want to post the link again, babe?
We got 20 minutes. If anybody wants to come up and join us, you can hit this link in the chat.
No, you're not. No, you're not, May. You answered, or you asked the question. You're not dense.
No, you're not dense.
It's just we don't say that word. It's an it.
No.
And yeah, and John's being funny.
No. We joke around on here. We joke around
We
in
joke
our
around
other
a lot.
friends' shows, and but if you have a question about anything at all, we take every question seriously. There's no such thing as a dumb question, because
A lot of people like me don't know nothing.
there's an answer to every question. You just have to find it.
You're not dense. No. Okay, I'll just hang down so I can see your beautiful face.
Yeah. Riley says CIA did a lot of research on the ranch after Bigelow sold it. Something followed the people back to their homes. It's a fascinating book. Walker. Oh, it's at the Pentagon. Yeah. See, that's the thing, is if you come in contact with these things, they will follow you, just like a Bigfoot. Big Sasquatch will follow you.
Google finds you. LOL. Sorry.
Sasquatch will follow you home. If they make connection with you, they will follow you home. You just have to be like you do with any spirit creature out there. Is you tell them they're not allowed to follow you home. They're not allowed to tag along with you. They're not allowed to connect with you to that point. You can make the connection while you're out in the woods, but before you leave the woods, you always tell them you can't come home with me. You're not allowed.
Rick. Hi, Rick. Nice to see you. Welcome in.
And yeah, Sasquatch can be stalkers. They get interested in us just like we get interested in them. When we go out in the woods, we're stalking them. We're looking for them. And when we find one, what do we like to do? We like to follow it. So it's tit for tat.
Hi, Cat Mom. Nice to see you. Welcome in.
Yep.
Some new people.
Nice to see you, Cat Mom.
We like new people.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I just got tired all of a sudden.
But you see the Bigfoot back here behind me. This thing. Yeah, I'm trying to point at it, but my finger's not showing up. Yeah. What Chrissy's pointing at? That was the exact body shape of the Bigfoot that stood right near me. Shaped like that. The dogman creature had a more muscular build. A lot of people explain dogman as looking like a bodybuilder, and that's exactly the way it appeared to me. I explained to people like it looked like Lou Ferrigno wearing a mask and makeup.
Okay, John's being silly, but if a dog man follows a person home, would it eat a dog snack? I said a Scooby snack.
Yeah, the dog man that was standing next to me
Probably would have devoured a whole bag of dog treats.
It didn't speak. It didn't speak. It just
Oh my goodness.
was heaving its breath and then
You.
waited for the Bigfoot to push it away.
God help me. I keep popping myself out. You're okay, May.
Yeah, you're
I'm
okay,
glad
May.
you're-
As long as you make it back in. Yeah, I don't want to become that kind of a Scooby snack. Almost did once. Don't want it to happen again. I like how the last time I saw a dog man from 200 yards away. Yeah,
Aw.
that's better.
Do I have to answer that question?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We need to hear from
No, you guys
Christy.
don't need to hear from me.
her experiences.
I've never had a dogman experience. I've only been out in the woods a few times, so I can't say that I've had experiences, but I've felt them. It's not being able to see it, it's being able to feel it. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
Your first experience out in the woods with me, I took you to the parallel forest.
Right.
And the parallel forest, for those people that don't know, it's in the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge here, 15 miles west of Lawton, Oklahoma. It is known to be haunted. It is known to have had Bigfoot sightings, dogman sightings. There's even been people come up missing in there. There's a rumor that someone's buried out there, and there's also a rumor that there's a secret base right underneath.
Because the military's there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But when I took her out there, she had an experience where I had her going in one direction and I was going in the other. We were just making sure we didn't wander too far from each other. I kept my eye on her. And she was going deeper into those woods, and she stops and she turns to me and says, "Harold, take a picture of that area right there." She says, "I kind of feel something."
Right, and I did, and you took the pictures, and I don't know what I felt. It's a different feeling. It's
okay.
I don't know how to explain it.
I took the picture. I also took a video.
Right.
Well, we didn't check the video or pictures until we got out of there, got home. Well, the exact spot she told me to take the picture in the video, there was a Bigfoot, a big gray Bigfoot. You can only make out the top of its head clearly, but you could clearly see that it's about an 8-foot tall gray Bigfoot, and it walks in the same direction I do. I even slow it down in the video, so y'all can look on our channel here. We have the video of it, parallel forest. There's also other parts in it where we had what seemed to be almost paranormal, with something surrounding us, growling.
But we didn't hear I didn't hear the growl. He did, and then we caught it on videos.
Yep, and you can clearly hear the growl right behind my ear. I'm on camera. I'm looking into the camera. I have the camera pointed towards Christy, and something growls right in my ear. Then there was the uprooted trees. The uprooted trees were all over the place, and that's when this thing got angry and started growling, is when I went and knelt down towards the tree, and I guess he got pissed off because I was going to mess with the tree, which I wasn't. I don't touch those things. I try not to touch their property.
Okay, so keep in mind that was the first time I had ever got out in the woods or in the forest at any given time, and it was rainy and cloudy and muddy, and it was an experience, but
slipped on your butt.
I slipped on my ass. I'm not even kidding you, and thank God Harold didn't get that on video.
Almost did.
Yeah, just tush. Anyway, but to answer your question,
good night, May.
Yeah, good night, May, hun. But to answer your question, yes, I've had experience, but to see them like he has up close and personal like that, no. I have never seen like a dog man creature or anything like that.
She was standing about 15 feet away from one, and she didn't know it because neither one of us knew it. We were taking pictures on the
And-
way into Sharon Garden.
That's just it. I feel them. I have not had the full connection of actually seeing.
She just said, like she said in the parallel forest, she goes,
Shoot
take a
over
picture right there.
Yeah.
I feel something right there. I took the
But-
picture.
there. Just like in my backyard, I get really creeped out feeling in my backyard, and he's taken many pictures in the backyard, and he has caught some kind of creep. What is he saying, Blazer? What?
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a chicken man. Walk, walk, walk.
I'm glad this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, entertainment purposes only.
But anyway, I hope that answers your question, Riley. I believe it was Riley that asked that question.
Yeah. Lawana says, I almost ran into something near an old military base one night in Paris, Texas.
Wow.
Explain.
That'd be interesting.
And John says, really scary. Yeah. Explain to us.
Yeah. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I can't wait. A juvenile Sasquatch. Okay. She thinks it was a juvenile.
A juvenile?
That's cool.
Okay.
Sharon Gardens is my favorite place in the Wichita Mountains, May says. Sharon Gardens is beautiful down there.
Yeah. Sharon Garden.
Hopefully when the weather gets a little bit nicer, we're going back down there.
If you want to see something really beautiful, go back behind Elk Mountain, which is the Sharon Garden area, but go the other direction. Go directly behind the mountain, at the base of the mountain. It is just serene back there.
I want to go back there.
It's a little more dangerous because it's kind of off path.
Yeah.
But it leads all the way around to the other side of the mountain where the ranger station is.
Why isn't there an easier way to get to the ranger station?
Well, it's pretty easy to get there. It's only it only took us 3.5 hours to hike all the way around it.
Yeah, you're talking to a
around
chubby
them.
person.
Elk Mountain, at the base of it. First, we climbed the mountain, then we came down, and then we went around the back side of the mountain, went through Sharon Garden, and then cut it across back over towards the ranger station.
And that's how Christy passed away. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding, joking, laugh. Everyone laugh at that, please. I'm just totally kidding.
Yeah, John says they'll be coming around the mountain.
John, brother, I will drive to Texas. Believe me, I will get you. Some people call me Space Cowboy. Some people call me Chicken. Oh my goodness.
Someone opened your front door, I guess.
At my house? Explain, Riley. Not my front door.
Somebody opened the back door.
Not right now.
No,
That was my son-in-law in his bedroom.
no.
Wait,
I'm saying somebody opened the back door. Somebody
tried to.
somebody called Sasquatch opened the back. No, they opened the back door. That was before we
yeah,
put
that's
the
right.
lock on it.
Yeah.
Yep. They tried to kick it in. Couldn't kick it in, so they just realized they could open it, and they opened it. The dogs saw it. The dogs barked.
Or did they?
Yeah.
Don't stop leaving.
Don't stop. Be leaving.
You guys are cracking me up. But I love it.
Could be falling off the mountain.
Yep. What does Pillsbury Doughboy say? Ah! Oh,
Splat.
splat.
All right, we got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes. I want to remind everybody that we are here every Wednesday here on O.C.S.T, Bigfoot and stuff. Every single Wednesday from 8 Central to 10 p.m. Central. That's 9 o'clock Eastern
11 o'clock.
to 11 o'clock Eastern p.m. Every Wednesday.
Unless something happens, God forbid, if we don't get our internet fixed, we're going to get ticked off. But anyway, John, are you sure it wasn't your squatchy neighbors? Oh my gosh, John.
Yeah.
No, we're not sure. To tell you the truth, we're not.
I'd rather have Sasquatch as a neighbor. Did I say that?
Good night, Scott B.
Yeah. Good night, Scott. Good to see you.
Thanks, guys. We love doing this, even though it's crazy and we live life and life gets crazy. So, but we are glad that you all came in. Come back. Tell your friends. Share it. Like, subscribe it.
Yep.
Ring in the bell. Give it the thummies. Which way? Thummies.
And then
Thummies.
hopefully we can get some of y'all to come up here and talk with us on screen. You know,
Be fun.
Don't be afraid to do it. It's nothing. You're talking with friends. You're talking with family. Everybody in the chat
knows everybody from a
knows
different
you.
chat. So come on up here.
They haven't seen some of us haven't seen you, but we know you because we talk to you every week.
Right, Blazer.
And being on camera is no different. I mean, you're looking into a computer screen. What? Are we getting noises?
Yeah. Shut up.
Are we getting a whoop?
No, we were getting a tap on the back.
Ooh, something tapping on the window. How about we do this before we log off, everybody?
Oh my gosh.
Let's see if we get a face.
That would freak me out.
I don't see nothing. You see that back there? Let's see. This back here, there's a cattle field.
Dude, it's snowing.
And we're getting snow. But
that's what I heard.
Right back here, almost every single night, something comes back here, walks back here, goes and sits down by a tree back there. We've gotten, there's things that, just weird things happen. And I'm hoping with this snow that we get, I get some footprints.
And no, you're not shy, John. Liar.
Yeah. So it's 10:01, everybody. I hate to say it, but we gotta sign off.
It was good to see everybody. I hope you guys have a great night.
But I got a dog to take out.
And it's snowing.
Cats to feed. And it's snowing. And I'm tired.
Yeah. We love you. Just keep remembering, say prayers for California. Excuse me, keep those people in your prayers. They most definitely need it, and support it, and pray for the firemen and first responders out there and all the people affected by the wildfires out in California. So
yeah. Thanks, Deep Waters. Yeah, we enjoyed you being here in the chat with us. Hope to see you next week.
Stay warm. I know lots of crazy weather going on, so wear your shoes.
Yeah.
No, it's called boots.
Wear your snowshoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
All right.
We love you.
We love y'all. Remember, keep squatching.
Keep squatching.
Be safe. Stay warm. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Early music fills the air, echoing through the night. Early music fills